Being on this team, it just keeps adding up every time you add to the championship. Nathan, what was going through your mind there in the last 200?
All that was going through my mind was that we had the opportunity to go 1, 2, 3, and I wasn't going to be the one to not let that happen. I didn't know anything that was going on once Adam Spencer kind of broke the pack, and I was just following Joe. I mean, that's all you really can do. He's a team leader. You just got to follow.
What was your view of things in like the last straightaway with Nathan up ahead and you trying to go 1-2?
I mean, I saw Nathan had a bit of a lead, and I saw Adam Spencer on my left, and I was like, I didn't really know if I could get Nathan. He obviously was the best of the day, but just fought every tooth and nail to the line, and I think I just edged out Adam, and got second. To go 1-2.
Yeah.
What is Washington doing that has led to 3 different NCAA 1,500 champions?
The team culture. I mean, there's no rivalries. There's no I'm trying to be better than Joe. It's not Joe's trying to be better than me or better than Luke. We're just trying to be better together. I mean, our goal was to go obviously 1, 2, 3, but in that order we had no plan. It was just whoever was there, whoever had that move, and like even though everyone keeps talking about how it's a whole different level because now I'm obviously a national champion now, and so is Luke and Joe. Like, you wouldn't know that we're national champions unless somebody asked you. Joe and Luke both, they won, and it was like they hadn't won. I mean, there was never a moment where you felt like they were looking down on you or they were part of some special club. Like, they're just still the same old Joe and Luke, and there's no separation in our pack.
So can you talk about how special it is to, I guess it's not your teammate, you're talking like you guys are just pure friends. So
yeah, I mean,
it's just one of my best friends.
Yeah. We've known each other for years.
Yeah, like in high school, we went to NXN together, and we became really good friends there, and we probably talked every single day since then. We're best friends. Like, we hang out outside of running, and to go 1-2. I mean, back in September, we were talking with Andy, and we all agreed it didn't matter what order we went as long as we went 1, 2, 3. And honestly, Luke just had an off day, and an off day for him,
it's still All-American. It's still incredible.
And when he is on an on day, he can win a national title he did indoors.
A huge part of the reason why I met.
Tactics at play for you guys?
No clue.
Not today.
Andy just kind of tells us what to do, and we follow. I mean, he tells us individually. So
I think
what they do, we don't know.
As we said last year, you see one of us going. We all do workouts together, and we all do our training together. One of us goes, that probably means you should be going at that with them. So, I mean, it's just so nice having, your teammates out there with you. I was pretty nervous today, but just having my teammates to warm up, it just makes me feel all that more confident and ready for the race.
Back to.
You lost your shoe in Pac-12, and that was a little bit of an issue coming out of that meet. Was that something you had to deal with between now and then?
Yeah, I mean, I lost my shoe in the steeple. I think it affected me a little bit the next day, but honestly, I just had an off day. But I mean, we had probably the workouts of our lives, leading off of that race, and I mean, obviously it showed today. We were ready.
Joe, what happened on the back straight? Because it looked like you got in the lead on the lost lap, then you kind of fell back quickly. What happened there?
Yeah, I mean, there aren't any excuses. You get bumped, you get pulled back. I tried to do my best, to kind of recover off of that. I felt like I lost a little momentum, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. I don't think I would have caught him.
Yeah.
Did you think that the race would sort of play out such that a 52 last lap would be required? I mean, you never.
I think he was 51.
Yeah,
he was 51. Yeah, I mean, after Pac-12s, I know it's capable for him. We've done workouts where we're closing in 51, and I do think it's possible on any given day.
I mean, the whole field, did you think this probably would be kind of a tactical, difficult race, or do you think somebody might take it?
The competition this year is just so great, and I knew it was going to be, probably harder than last year. And I mean, we got Olympians in this race, we got collegiate record holders, and we have all these fast guys, and they're world caliber, and so I probably knew it was going to take 51 or 52 today to win.
Nathan, I talked to Andy the other day. He said you only run 4 or 5 days a week. Is that right? And why is that?
I mean, I think It's just my body type. I mean, I can't run more than 55 miles a week or I'll get hurt. Like we just found that out the hard way through, trying to get up for cross. But I mean, whatever works for you works for you. I don't think you need to be a mileage shark to run fast. You don't need to be somebody who's running 80, 90 miles a week to be fast. It's not a one size fits all.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on how hard you work, how hard you want to work, and like how willing you are to just trust your training. Because I've trusted Andy every step of the way, and when things didn't work out, he just had an honest conversation with me, and I was honest with him, and we worked it out. I mean, you don't need to be some superhero to run really fast or win titles.
When was that conversation?
This past fall. I went through Oklahoma, and then I put together like a 70-mile week, and it was like 70, 75, and I was in good shape, but my body just can't handle that. Like I always have some sort of stress injury, but we came back down, came through indoors, and we just started like going to work, and I just trusted him, and that he had a plan, and that he was going to lead me right, and he did. And Andy Powell and Chris Kwiatkowski are the best coaches in the NCAA, and there's not a doubt in my mind.
And when you, on the days you're not running, what are you doing? Are you cross-training at all, or are you just completely off?
Usually just completely off. I mean, it's usually just an audible on how I feel. Because, like, on those days where, like, I could go off, like, sometimes I'll go on, like, an elliptical or run on the boost treadmill. I mean, it really just depends.
Yeah. And were you worried at all you might not be able to run this season? Because I know you didn't open up until Pac-12, so you're dealing with this.
Yeah.
Side.
Yeah, there was a moment where, at Brian Clay, I pulled like the day of, and there was a moment where I was like, oh, like this could be a lot bigger than I thought it was, but Andy just kept my head on my shoulders, and Chris kept my head on my shoulders, and they didn't let me give up, and they didn't let me give in, and that made the difference in this whole season, is their unwillingness to let me give up, and I could not be more grateful or thankful for them.
Will we see you guys at USA's?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be there.
All right, congratulations.
Thanks.
Thank you.